Hi Earthlings, I'm Therese. Do you sometimes have trouble manifesting your dreams because your manifestation starts to look crazy or even impossible? Well, in this video, I am going to show you how there are really no obstacles, and by the end of this video, you will feel that way too, and give you my best tips and tricks to effortlessly ignore your current reality. Want to think yourself rich? You can download the free map on how to do that in the description below. So how do you reaffirm what you want to manifest when crap looks impossible or crazy in your current reality? By understanding, not in your head, but in your heart, in your bones, that infinite possibilities exist for you at all times. And the obstacle or the impossible that is sitting right in front of you is only one of those infinite possibilities. Let me showcase. Imagine the game of chess. And we'll say that's the game of life. There is only one way to set up that game. So when the game starts, there's only one possibility. There's only one position. However, after the first 6 positions, there's 9 million variations. After the first 8 moves, there's 280 billion variations. The moves on the chessboard are the same as the choices that you make in your life. Every choice that you make opens and closes a new possibility. I got this information from this book, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. It's an excellent beach type read of this girl who committed suicide and gets stuck in the midnight library, where she gets to choose between infinite different lives that she could have lived, and how one choice, following her path of being an Olympic swimmer, changed everything, or the choice to stay in her rock band changed everything. And I really recommend this book because it really gets you to think about your life and see how it is just a collection of choices. And if you don't like what you see, there's a whole infinite path of choices right in front of you that you can choose a new choice, so that obstacle is really an illusion. As if you change one thing, everything changes. Now, if the obstacle doesn't move, I can tell you with a pretty high confidence why and what to do about it. I would like to know how to best start the ball rolling, so to say. I start and I seem to stop, and it seems to get harder. That is because there is an obstacle or a block. And I often talk about money blocks, but you could use any word, love block, health block. And the block is a subconscious way of thinking that you've often been programmed as a kid that keeps you from escaping that current reality. Let me showcase. I have this client, and she had manifested her dream of buying her dream house. Then she wanted to decorate it, and in walked the block. She said, I have a very hard time spending money on myself. I feel guilty. And I said, oh, that's okay. It's simply a money block that you have picked up when you were a kid. All we have to do is find it and remove it. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's a block. That's why you can't see it. And she couldn't see it herself. She had to have me help her walk her through it, and I'll walk you through it. And the way you do that is, first you identify what the block was by what keeps holding you back. Like, I feel guilty for spending money on myself. That was her block. And then I get incredibly indecisive about making any purchase because I'm always afraid that there should be something better in the future. Now tell me the first time that you can remember when you felt those feelings. And you do the same thing for yourself. Your mind is a seeking machine. It will find the origin story of that block. And seeing the origin story is what makes it so possible to remove the block, because you see that it's a thought that you picked up, a belief that you picked up along the way, like an outfit. It is not your skin color. It's not part of your DNA. It's not like, well, that's just the way Therese is. It's simply a belief that you picked up that you could also discard if you could see it as such. So when she reflected, she realized her father was always extremely generous with her, and she picked up this memory when she was at college using her dad's credit card and feeling really, really guilty for buying this fancy latte because she had heard her mother in her ear saying, don't take advantage of your father and make sure it's something you really, really want before you buy it. Is this a 10? Is this a 10? And then that would lead to second guessing and indecision. Now, this is no fault of the mom. The mom wasn't trying to put her daughter down, but the way she internalized it as a young person was, you shouldn't take more than your fair share, and if you are, you better be 100% sure that it is the right answer. Seeing this block allowed her to realize it was something that she picked up. Then the next thing you do, and I can link the meditation below, is us humans, even though we've evolved and become more independent, our brains have not. We long to be part of the tribe. It is a survival instinct. So cutting yourself off from the tribe or getting harsh disapproval from your tribe is very hard to do. So when you listen to this meditation below, what it does is it allows you to let go of the beliefs that your tribe had, your caregivers, your parents, but allows the love to flow to you. And it breaks that connection of that belief that no longer serves you. And the last step is that you have to replace the belief. And I do that by picking a belief pretty much exactly the opposite. For this lady, I said that I am worthy of abundance, and then did a quantum jumping meditation to jump into that reality. And if you're like, what the hell is quantum jumping? I explain it more in detail here. The block is sometimes the hardest to see because it's a block. She could not see it. She said my parents were wonderful and perfect and I had the best upbringing ever. It was only when I could reflect this little sliver back to her that she was able to feel it in her throat. This last step is this superpower to removing any obstacles. You will never see an obstacle in front of your path if you master this. To obliterate any obstacle on your path, all you need is creativity and your imagination. So how do you inspire creativity? This is the one simple trick that I use at all times. I say to myself, I have everything that I need to succeed now. I need nothing. This inspires my creativity, if I believe that statement, to look for the puzzle pieces in my current universe. For example, when I was manifesting my financial planning business, I had a degree in fashion design. I had no formal education in money. I did invest in the stock market and stuff like that, but I had never been really outrageously successful. I didn't have any debt. I was a bartender. I worked 3 days a week and I saved. That's what I had. And that is all that I needed to be wildly successful and end up working 1 week a month for the past 10 years, making $75,000 to $100,000. Because I realized with those tools, my target audience wasn't those people that were richer than me. It was helping the people that were struggling with the things that I was already good at. I was good at not creating debt. I was good at knowing how to do it wrong in the stock market. And it is starting from that point that allowed me to evolve into increasing my fees and helping more and more people because I raised my own net worth so then I could teach people. The thing is that most people would start feeling like an imposter. I have this client, bless her heart, she's amazing at her job. You know those people that are amazing at their job that you don't even know what they really do at their job, but they're just so reliable and trustworthy and hard workers that you know that they're doing a good job. She thinks she's doing a bad job. And she feels like an imposter and she feels like she's going to get fired even though she survived this round of cuts at her job. And I said, well, isn't that proof that they kept you because you do a good job? Oh no, they only cut the newest employees. It wasn't because I was good at my job. Because of this mental block, it also puts a whole bunch of obstacles in the path to her dreams. She is manifesting buying a rental property. She has all the money, but now fear and doubt has questioned in because, well, what if I lost my job? What if I couldn't afford to pay for it? I'm showcasing this simply because all possibilities exist at all times, the good ones and the bad ones. And it is what we put our energy and focus to are the ones that are going to show up. For example, with my client, let's imagine she did buy that rental property, and let's imagine she did lose her job. Is it in the realm of possibility that she also could then find another job? If you want to see how easily obstacles are removed in your life, simply play this game. Sit down with your manifestation and say, I have everything I need to manifest my life now. And then followed inspired action. I had a client who did this magically. And I'll link her artwork below. She is building out her art empire. And we need this scalable effect, this Disney effect, so that she can get multiple streams of income. And she's like, oh my gosh, Therese, when I realized that I had everything I need to succeed now, I make these cute little mice and they sell out like hotcakes. That gave me the inspired action to just make more of them, turn them into stickers, turning them into prints, and on the list goes. And she already sold 41 of the stickers the first day she put them out. Now thinking about it, I do one more thing, and it's scientifically proven to work every time. Tell yourself that you are good at seeing infinite possibilities, and you will get better at it. I use this simple trick over and over, especially when I'm nervous or questioning myself, or sometimes when I think it's totally true. Is I am so good at this. I am so good at this. Before I film my videos, I always say, oh my gosh, Therese, you are so good at this. This just flows right out of you. And those filming sessions always go better, smoother, easier. I do this on everything. On my looks, I say, oh my gosh, Therese, you are looking like a diamond today. Oh gosh, you are so lucky. You just get better and better looking. And then I get comments on my YouTube channel that said, Therese, oh my gosh, you are looking great today. It is this self-fulfilling prophecy that removes all obstacles from your life. I was recently playing chess with my friend and I had her sized up. I was totally surrounding her. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, this girl is playing it so cool when she knows she's dead as a cucumber. And guess what? I made a massive blunder. She escaped and won the game. Even when she was surrounded and cornered, she said, oh, that looks interesting. When it could have been so easy to say, good game, surrender, give in to defeat. But she just knew that principle of chess, that there is billions of possibilities. And it can look bad and dire, but it doesn't have to mean that that's the only reality that exists. So let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite way to see infinite possibilities?